This is CJ with Beyond Adaptation Fitness. I'm going to walk you through part 2 of a 60 to 70 minute full body kettlebell workout. I highly recommend you do part 1, which is a 15-minute mobility warm-up and kettlebell primer. It will be linked in the description below. This video is a breakdown of a 45-minute session split into 3 15-minute segments. The equipment I will be using in this workout is a jump rope and 2 kettlebells. The goal of this workout is training kettlebell technique and will hit pretty much every muscle group: shoulders, glutes, quads, back, and core. First up, I'm doing supersets of single arm snatches and a single arm overhead squat ladder. 5 sets over a 15-minute period, which means I'm trying to complete both movements within a 3-minute window with at least 1 minute of accumulated rest time. Single arm snatches. 8 reps with the right arm and 8 reps with the left arm, which is about 1 minute of work. For the single arm snatches, take a few breaths after completing the reps with one arm, reset, and begin the reps on the other arm. The snatch is a powerful movement, but it's important not to rush. I'm pacing myself and focusing on maintaining a steady rhythm. I chose a rep range that I felt confident I could complete unbroken and maintain good technique. After completing the reps on each arm, I took a short break, about 20 seconds or so, and then began the second movement of the superset. Single arm overhead squat ladder. Start with a conservative rep range and add 1 rep to each round to reach a rep range that's just on the edge of your capabilities. I started with 6 reps on each arm and worked my way up to 10 reps on each arm. If you don't think you can add another rep to the following round, try to find your maximum number of sustainable reps and staying there for as long as you can. If you start to fail at that range, reduce the number of reps by 1 until you find your new maximum sustainable rep range. I'm trying to stay as upright as I possibly can, keeping my chest up and trying to distribute the weight evenly in my legs. The non-working arm I am using as a counterweight by extending it forward, and it is a good visual cue for keeping my chest up and my shoulders level. I decided to go with bare feet on this because I wanted to challenge my ankle mobility and really feel the weight distribution in my feet. But if the overhead squats are new to you, I'd recommend you wear weightlifting shoes or some kind of lift in the heel. Give yourself about 2 to 3 minutes to rest before starting this next superset of double kettlebell swings, double kettlebell cleans, and sumo deadlifts. Aim to complete 5 rounds in 15 minutes, 3 minutes per round. The first minute, complete the swings and the cleans. The second minute, complete the sumo deadlifts. And use the third minute, or the remainder of the 3-minute window, to rest. Double kettlebell swings. This is a new movement for me, so I am more concerned about getting the technique right than anything else. There are some moments here where I lose the cadence and things get a little unstable, but I'm bracing the entire time, so my core stays engaged and my back is protected. The rep range is low, between 3 to 5 reps per set, because this feels pretty heavy to me. This is where the real work happens. It's important to show this learning process, where not everything is going to be perfect all the time. I like to think about my workouts as explorations rather than some kind of prescriptive performance. I set my intention for what I'd like to do. Sometimes I end up doing more, sometimes less. And what happens in the workout is giving me information about how to better achieve my objectives the next time. Remember, it's not about perfection. This is all about progress. Knowing how to safely challenge the limits of skill to get better is a skill in and of itself. It's the mind-muscle connection that comes with time. I would urge anyone attempting new high-skill movements to be conservative with rep ranges and weight when trying them for the first time. It's a better scenario to have completed a workout thinking you could do more, rather than pushing it too far and injuring yourself, or reinforcing bad technique, which would really set you back. Double kettlebell cleans. I have more experience doing these than the double swings, so I feel good about doing them under a little fatigue following the double swings. I am concentrating on keeping the swing close to my body. My goal is to get the kettlebell to land in the front rack position softly without banging the forearms. The kettlebell will tell you when your technique is off. I'm following these two high skill movements with something pretty light and straightforward that challenges a different muscle group to keep the workout moving along. Sumo deadlifts. For sumo deadlifts, I'm feeling the most activation in the glutes and hip adductors, or the inner thigh muscles. I'm trying to keep my chest upright, neck neutral, and knees tracking with the ankles. If you find when you do these, your knees are caving in, move your feet in a little closer together. Oddly enough, I find using a single kettlebell more challenging than double kettlebells for the sumo deadlift. I think it's because it requires a larger range of motion. I definitely feel more activation of the hip adductors and the glutes. The final segment is a double under workout called Flight Simulator. I am going to try to complete a series of unbroken sets of double unders with minimal rest periods. Starting at a set of 5, I will add 5 reps to every set of double unders until I reach 50 double unders. After completing the set of 50, I will reverse the process, decreasing the reps by 5 until I get back down to a set of 5 double unders. This is both a test of skill and aerobic capacity. It's a great way to explore proper pacing and a good finisher for a workout. This is also a good test to do every few months because you can measure your progress with time. For example, I think the first time I did this workout, my time was like 15 or 16 minutes. And now, without even doing double unders on a regular basis, and at the end of a pretty intense workout, I was able to do it in under 10 minutes. That's it for today. If you enjoyed the breakdown of this full body kettlebell workout, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel Beyond Adaptation Fitness. For more full-length strength and conditioning workouts with minimal equipment, check out the main page of our channel, Beyond Adaptation Fitness, and our website, beyondadaptationfitness.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.